Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. We are Wednesday, the 4th of September 2024, looking at these Warhammer, the Horus Heresies, Thousand Sons, Sekhmet, Terminator, Cabal. 5 of them here. They do look particularly nice. Still unsure if I'm like the Thousand Sons color scheme because that metallic red I think looks a bit too clean, but these do look nice. I do like these sort of Egyptian aesthetic. So let's have a quick look. So we have our first one here. It's got obviously a nice power fist and his nice gun there. On the back, just one hand because he's got a power fist, the gun on the base for accessories. Let's do this top one next. Like a chain fist and storm bolter perhaps. 2 hands because no power fist. Sorry, combi bolter, I should say, not a storm bolter. Our next one here, combi bolter again. This nice force axe. Now we've got our lightning claws one. Does look pretty nice. I do like the lightning claws on these Terminators. Again, this is nothing really that new because we've had the Tartarus, we've had the Cataphracti, is it? The Imperial Fist ones as well, and the Space Wolves ones I've reviewed today. So all basically the same, just obviously different. There are differences, but it's the basic figure structure. Okay, I'm going to unbox and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. What a fantastic bunch of figures. They look so good. Having said what I said about the armor, I guess I'm ignoring the colour and just looking at the figures. I think they look great. These are my favourite Horus Heresy Terminators so far. I think they look fantastic. I mean, that metallic red is even growing on me. So accessories all come with a clear round base, and they come with opposite to default hand. So default is right trigger, left gripping. So they come with a left trigger and right gripping, all except for our Power Fist one doesn't have a left hand. And our Lightning Claws one has no spare hands because obviously he can't put them on. That's it for accessories. Please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of the screen now. See all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws from time to time too, including this month we'll have a prize draw for our Patreons. Okay, let's get a close look. And if you want to get your figures cheaper, check out the description where I've got discount links and codes to get your Joytoy goodness and other figures cheaper. These look great. So you got like a scarab, looks like a scarab beetle with one eye. I have Horus on his shoulder there. So I'm guessing it's a scarab. Also on his breastplate. Very, very cool. Fantastic looking figures. And I love these big Terminators that are actually so easy to pose as well. So Joytoy did a good job in articulation. Just sometimes the joints can be a bit loose for the weight of the actual figure. But generally speaking, they are fantastic. The only real downside is when you've got things like banners is the wrist joints aren't strong enough. See, that time his hip sort of moved, gave way again. And then for our last one, very, very cool. Indeed. So I use them for articulation, then we'll look at the lightning claws, because that's different. If you haven't seen the other videos, you won't know how they articulate. So, top to bottom, there's nothing on the backpack that articulates that I can see. So we get a nice side to side on the head. We can turn quite easily side to side as well, which is good. Up and down is pretty damn good too. Shoulders are all the way around. Got this great articulation. We've got a nice shoulder roll, and then the pauldron is articulated, which means you can get the shoulder up nice and high to approaching 90 degrees, which is a huge improvement on the regular sort of Space Marines. Bicep bend, he's very armoured, but he's still getting around 90 degrees in the bicep. There is a bicep swivel, hands on a ball, so it can turn all directions and also articulate all directions, but that's not very tight, so anything heavy will give way. Trunk, forwards, backwards is fantastic, side to side is fantastic, turns fantastic. Waist, forwards, backwards is good, side to side is good, and turn is good, so together. Forwards, you can almost sit down. Backwards is super impressive, I can't do that. Sideways, pretty damn good each way. And then hips, you can push the hip up or down. Push it up, you get much further. If you get it right, there we go. Get the hips, the arm underneath the belt, much further on the side. Awesome down, you get a full split on the front splits as well, which is super impressive for a big chunky boy. Obviously, if it's pushed up, you're going to get less motion because there's more friction and more impediment. There is a thigh twist from the joint and also from the inner thigh. There is a double knee clap. Cap is so chunky, he struggles to get anything like he should, and he's getting just under 90 degrees on that. Then foot, we know, is a ball, so it's turn. There is a left and right. See the skinny metal joint just there. Gets a tippy toe, dorsiflexation, and there is going to be a, it's very stiff, there we go, toe articulation now. So what I'll do is I'll pull his hips down to make him taller. Put him back. Lightning claws, the hands turn, then the claws have one joint each. The thumb has a joint here. And does it turn? Yeah, and it turns as well. I'll push his hips into his body to make him shorter, so when you do a measurement, you get an idea of how different they can be in terms of size. So if I put them next to each other, you can see that the one on our right is taller than the one on the left because I've pushed the hips down. Let's move these guys across slightly. So let's measure our shorter guy first. He is standing at around about 14.5 cm, about 5 3/4 inches approximately, maybe a bit less. This guy is standing at around about 15 cm, almost 6 inches to the top of the head. Top of the actual top part, I think he will be the tallest. He is coming in at, in this pose, just under 19 cm to just under 7.5 inches. So quite big. Now, if I just move them apart slightly for the comparison. Let's use this Space Wolves Horus Heresy Terminator first. Terminator to Terminator. And as you expect, they scale perfectly well because basically it's the same base figure, just obviously there are a few changes to it, but it's the same basic structure. If we compare to the other Thousand Suns release, Arctic Ahriman, who I reviewed the other day, and he's not a Terminator, not wearing Terminator armor, you can see that while he is big, he's not Terminator big, that they tower over him in not just height but also in bulk. Quite a nice line up there, and we've got the Primarch to come as well, and some others I think they showed. So this would Going to be a great time for Thousand Suns fans. Very, very cool indeed. Really nice figures. My favourite Terminator so far in Horus Heresy. Maybe better than maybe my favourites overall from Warhammer, from Joytoy. Not quite sure about that though, but definitely Horus Heresy, my favourites. Very nice figures indeed. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out, so please like, share, subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon. Check out video description for your discount links and codes to get cheaper Joytoy and other brand figures. So it's worth checking that out. And I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.